The Hobbit, Elden Ring, Skyrim, Magi, Berserk, The Lord of the Rings. There's so many fantasy worlds out there, and they all like implement so much joy within me. It's just complete and groundbreaking world building. Like to make so many different nations, so many different histories and complexities, and make it all intertwined together is so like it's just so amazing to me. Every time I think of like fantasy stories and anything like that, I'm always wondering how's the world building, and they always like implement it very subtly. But once you look at the bigger picture or look at a map, then it's like everything just makes sense, and it's just like I wish I was in that world. I want to make a world. I want to make a fantasy world, and this would be my, I guess, official first time doing it. Like I've always done like maps and thinking of like how this nation works, how that nation works, but never in like a complex way. More like a, oh, this is fun, this is really cool, you know? I've also been heavily inspired by the dark fantasy from all the trends on social media. Like, it's been going down over there. I love it. But I think I'm more of a light fantasy guy. So this will be my take on it. I want to make a story. I want to make a fantasy story. Typically, I always start off with the characters, then I make the world after. But I feel like it could be so much better if I do the opposite. So I want to make a fantasy world. Now, I don't really know where to start. I think I'm just gonna just drop stuff down here, then drop stuff down there, keep it concise. And I definitely would like help from everybody who watches this. If you have any tips, any ideas, any opinions, or just like anything, I would love to hear it. This will be the beginning of my fantasy world. I know for a fact I want there to be monsters, dragons, and magic, and knights, and all that stuff. But I definitely want to keep it a bit more grounded. So I know for a fact there would be just humans. There won't be any goblins or elves or anything like that. But there will be some monsters of high intelligence, some of not, you know, things like that. And actually, it's a little bit difficult to just start a world from point blank. Like I kind of always do characters first, but I don't want to, I guess, block myself off. So I'm gonna do the lands first. Basic necessities for the lands. So once again, we want to do 4 different continents, right? The first one will be the main continent, one of the biggest ones. It will be where the main characters are, where most of our focus will be on. And I want that continent to be ruled by power, by oligarchy. And if you don't know what oligarchy is, it's basically a small group of people controlling an entire world. Well, not an entire world, but like an entire like land. And it's like a very small group, like 6, 7, oh my god, 10 people with like high power, right? That's the first land, the main land. The second land, I wanted to be more based on magic. Like this is, if you ever want to be a magic student, you would go here, right? But so it'll be like a land ruled by democracy, one where everyone has a vote, everyone has a say. You don't just become a king or a president or a lord. You have to fight for it, you have to vote for it, you have to get the people to want to join you. For the third land, I want to go with more of a rich type area, something that's like ruled by wealth, like a autocracy. And an autocracy is basically an absolute power is held by like one person, kind of like how like a royal family, but in a sense where they actually own everything. It's low-key some dictator stuff. Like it's very like old. It hasn't changed to the new times of the world, you know? And then the fourth land, the smallest land, the one in between all of them, will be another land of democracy. But it's more like a place for travelers, for people who don't really have a home. And that's where all the trade routes will be around and things like that. And those are my 4 lands. And I think that gives me enough to actually make something happen. But again, so I'm going for more of a Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Moggy the Labyrinth, kind of Skyrim, and I think it's gonna be fun. So, any tips, any ideas of how to start? I really love to hear it, and I can't wait for the first video. Thank you guys.